Viewers, we have live visuals on our screens of Manish Sisodia, former Delhi Deputy Chief Minister, being taken to the Rouse Avenue court on the completion of his 5-day remand. He is also parallelly applied for bail, and that is a matter that is likely to be taken up by the court as well. On the other hand, the Aam Aadmi Party is protesting in large numbers as we speak over the matter. Manish Sisodia has been in custody of the CBI in the Delhi excise policy scam, quote-unquote Liquorgate scandal, for 5 days after the arrest from his home, where raids had been ongoing for about 8 hours 6 days earlier. There you see we have the best visuals of Manish Sisodia being taken from the CBI headquarters, where he has been lodged, to the Rouse Avenue court complex. We'll be getting you our reporters on the ground to tell you exactly what the CBI is likely to seek in this hearing in the Rouse Avenue court. We'd also seen how just a couple of days back, when the Supreme Court had been moved seeking for bail, it had asked Manish Sisodia to go to another forum. It had opened the way for that, but it had declined to hear his plea at that time against the custody granted to the CBI. We have Anuj joining us now from the CBI headquarters, and we have Madhurima with us from the Rouse Avenue court. Let's go over to Madhurima first, where I presume we now know what time it will take for Manish Sisodia to get there. I think, Madhurima, Manish Sisodia is just a couple of minutes away from you. What is the scene over there? What is the CBI likely to ask for? What is Manish Sisodia's strategy?
Well, yes, Ankit, as you can see, any moment from now will that barricades will be moved, and the convoy that will be accompanying Manish Sisodia, the former Deputy Chief Minister, will be heading towards the Rouse Avenue court. As you can see, the massive security deployment that has been put in front of the court over here only depicts that the entire security detail is prepared to receive the former Deputy Chief Minister. You can see heavy barricading and a separate alley for the media. The entire traffic has been stopped. People who have to go to the court are being escorted by the police officials. Delhi police, along with the team of CRPF, manning the gates of the Rouse Avenue court. In any time soon, the Deputy Chief Minister will be here. Now, what will be the course today inside the court? The CBI it's highly likely that they will be asking for more custody, extension of custody. Last time it was the CBI was awarded 5 days custody. The last time they had said that the Deputy Chief Minister, Ankit, was not cooperating and was evasive. We'll have to find out today. We'll find out that what the CBI has to say, that whether Mr. Sisodia was cooperating. Did he cooperate in these past 5 days or not, Ankit? Because in the bail plea that has also been applied by the counsel representing Manish Sisodia, asserts that he has always adhered to all the summons issued by the Central Bureau of Investigation. Also, at the same time, he has always been present at any point of investigation, and that there is no point of keeping him inside the custody. We'll take you back to the visuals as I speak about the case as to last time when the entire arguments were happening in front of the Rouse Avenue court. The CBI said that Manish Sisodia was dodging many questions, and that in the past couple of months the CBI had arrested a couple of people. They have interrogated and combed out a lot of evidence. When presented with that evidence, Manish Sisodia chose not to answer and to dodge that question, forcing the Central Bureau of Investigation to arrest Manish Sisodia and then seek custody. After that, the counsel for Manish Sisodia had said that the tweaks that the CBI is talking, the evidence that the CBI is talking, the entire final excise policy was okayed by the Lieutenant Governor. Why now interrogation at the against him? So this was the argument that was put forth by Manish Sisodia. We also know that after the custody was granted to the Central Bureau of Investigations, Sisodia had also knocked the doors of the Supreme Court as well, Ankit, where the Supreme Court denied hearing and asked Sisodia's counsel, Abhishek Manu Singhvi, to knock the doors of the competent court, or at least go come through the path of the Delhi High Court. So this what happened at the Supreme Court. Now that the 5-day custody has ended, we'll have to see as to what more evidence has the CBI gathered, because the CBI will have to produce some more evidence, some more very concrete arguments in front of the court if they want the custody of the Deputy Chief Minister, Ankit. So we'll have to wait and watch. As we know, the security has been heavily deployed here. We'll be bringing the first visuals of the former Deputy Chief Minister for our viewers, as my camera person Surinder Shah.
Absolutely. As you can see also, even as Madhurima awaits at the Rouse Avenue Court Complex, we are told that the Aam Aadmi Party office or in that vicinity, there is a massive protest ongoing. You saw just a short while back, Amanatullah Khan is leading it. Let's listen in. A fairly large protest being carried out by the Aam Aadmi Party. You can see they're face-to-face with the anti-riot personnel also over there. There are barricades in place, but the Aam Aadmi Party clearly not letting this go. This arrest of Manish Sisodia has been somewhat of a watershed moment insofar as the party's treatment and handling of the various corruption allegations against it go. We've seen Satyendra Jain and Manish Sisodia formally resign from their positions as ministers. However, they remain ministers without portfolio. Manish Sisodia is no longer the Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi. In fact, nobody is. It's the other 4 ministers in the Kejriwal cabinet that now have all the various portfolios allocated to them. Sisodia and Satyendra Jain do not have any portfolios allocated to them. It remains, of course, to be seen how the events at the court unfold. I think and I believe that he's about to reach. We have Harsha also at the CBI headquarters. Harsha, what is the CBI likely to seek? What has the last 5 days of custodial interrogation yielded? What more can you tell us about the legal strategies at play?
Exactly, Ankit. Now 5 days of interrogation. What Manish Sisodia have responded to the questions of CBI officers and what not. All will be told by the CBI legal prosecutors in front of the judge if they want more days of the custody of Deputy CM Manish Sisodia. But if we talk about 5 days back, because the CBI custody was of 5 days, if we talk about February 26, when the CBI prosecutors produced Manish Sisodia, and when they argued in the court, they clearly stated that Manish Sisodia was being incooperative. He didn't answer to any of the questions. Meanwhile, he also didn't tell about the documents and pen drive, about everything which CBI officers were asking him continuously. That was the reason and the grounds of the arrest which were made. While if we talk about Manish Sisodia, lawyers, they were stating that because Manish Sisodia is not answering, that could not be the ground of arrest. Now, today we have to see that in this 5 days interrogation of CBI, whether Deputy CM Manish Sisodia have informed or told CBI agencies anything or not regarding the questions which were asked by the agency, because some very important questions regarding the document, regarding the pen drive, regarding the hatching of the plan, because the CBI agencies have clearly stated the entire plan was hatched by Deputy CM Manish Sisodia and was secretly framed by him as well. Therefore, there are certain questions which he needs to answer, and if he has not answered that questions in the span of 5 days, then CBI will again ask for the custody of Deputy CM Manish Sisodia. But this time, for how many days and how many days CBI will be given custody or not, that has to be seen. But Manish Sisodia in his bail application has clearly mentioned that the custody of CBI there will be no fruitful purpose of my custody to the agency. That he has stated in his bail application as well. Now we have to see that today Manish Sisodia's lawyers, what are they going to argue inside court regarding the arrest, regarding his custody, because Supreme Court has already refused to intervene in this entire matter. They have clearly stated that there are more sufficient legal remedies to Manish Sisodia where he can go and talk about it, and he can approach to High Court as well. Supreme Court has refused to. Now Aam Aadmi Party is also trying their best to to move to High Court because they already stated that they will move to High Court. And today, Aap Karyakartas are also protesting outside DDU Marg, outside Aam Aadmi Party office, because Aam Aadmi Party leaders have clearly been stating that this is all dirty politics and political vendetta. Now, we have to see today that what the judge of Rouse Avenue Court hears when the arguments from both sides will be kept in front of him, and whether CBI will be given custody of further more days, and that of how many days. Ankit, back to you.
Absolutely. We are likely, like Harsha said, to find out in just the next couple of minutes. I believe they have reached the court complex. Over to Madhurima, who's at the court complex. Madhurima, what do you see? We'll just get you viewers. Manish Sisodia has reached the Rouse Avenue Court complex. He has just entered. We have our reporters on the ground who have been bringing us minute-to-minute information. We've been tracking his entire drive from the CBI headquarters, where he had been lodged for the last 5 days, to the Rouse Avenue Court, where it is presumed that the CBI may or may not seek additional custody. He has a bail plea also. Manish Sisodia is going to try and get bail. He has been in custodial interrogation for the last 5 days. What has that yielded is the big question. Meanwhile, the Aam Aadmi Party continues its protests at its own premises, at its DDU office. We are told that's where this protest is ongoing. We've seen a couple of its MLAs and leaders also as part of the protests. They're eyeball to eyeball with the CRPF over there. Amanatullah Khan had been seen standing on top of a barricade. At both the Rouse Avenue Court complex and also at the site of this protest, there is heavy deployment of anti-riot personnel and CRPF personnel. Meanwhile, we also have BJP spokesperson Sambit Patra speaking. Let's listen in.